let's talk about your website's design. It's easy to think of it as just, well, the pretty stuff, right? The colors, the fonts, but it's so much more than that. It's actually a really powerful business tool that can either help you grow or, honestly, quietly sabotage your success. And get this, the fate of a sale can be decided in, well, almost no time at all.
That's right, less than 1 second. I mean, that's literally all the time you get to make a first impression online. Think about that. Before a visitor reads a single word, before they even have a clue what you sell, they've already made a snap judgment about your entire business.
And that split-second opinion, it's incredibly powerful. It's what shapes their trust in your brand, how credible they think you are, and, the big one, whether they hit that back button and disappear forever, or if they decide to stick around and see what you've actually got to offer.
So, you have to ask yourself, what is your website saying in that first crucial second? Is it screaming professional and we care about you? Or is it kind of whispering, we're a bit of a mess, or this is confusing? Don't worry, we're going to break down exactly how to make sure it's saying all the right things. Okay, so first up, let's talk about the 1-second judgment. The best way to think about this is to frame the problem. Imagine your website's homepage is like a digital handshake. It's that very first point of contact your business has with every single new visitor. And you know what they say, you only get one chance to make a good first impression.
Here's a great way to think about it. Imagine you walked into a real physical store, and it was just a total mess. Stuff everywhere, disorganized, confusing. You'd probably get a bad feeling and walk right back out, right? Well, it's the exact same thing online. When a visitor lands on a chaotic, cluttered web page, their brain immediately links that chaos to your brand, and poof, they're gone.
So why does this happen so fast? Why do people just leave? It's not random at all. It's actually all about the psychology of trust. Our brains are basically hardwired to process visual information at lightning speed. And what we see in that instant triggers a gut feeling. Either I trust this place or nope, something feels off here.
And this brings us to a really important concept called cognitive load. All that means is the amount of brain power someone has to use to figure out your website. When a site is clean, clear, and well organized, it takes almost no mental effort. It feels easy. That makes people feel comfortable, relaxed, and in control. But a cluttered, confusing site, that does the exact opposite. It creates mental friction. It feels like hard work, and that immediately triggers doubt.
Really, it all boils down to the subconscious messages your design is sending. A clean, thoughtful design sends a message that you're professional, you're reliable, and that you actually care about the user's experience. But a cluttered design, well, it practically screams unprofessional and this feels risky. It suggests you just don't pay attention to details. So, take a hard look. Which one of those messages is your website sending out?
And this right here is why building a consistent brand identity is absolutely critical. We're talking about having a consistent logo, cohesive colors, clear fonts, and unified messaging all across your site. When everything looks and feels like it belongs together, it creates this powerful sense of stability. Our brains are wired to love patterns. We see that consistency, and we automatically translate it into a feeling of trustworthiness. Okay, so we've established that good design stops people from leaving. But it does so much more than that. The real magic is that it's also about designing for the sale. It's not just about playing defense. It's a proactive tool that actively guides people toward becoming a customer.
You see, a really well-designed site creates a clear path to conversion. Step 1, it builds that initial trust with a professional design. We covered that. Step 2, it guides their attention using something called visual hierarchy. That just means using things like size, color, and even empty space or white space to pull the user's eye exactly where you want it to go. And then, step 3, it prompts them to take action with big, clear, impossible-to-miss calls to action.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. Design is not just aesthetic, it's a business strategy. It's not about making things look pretty just because. It's about being intentional with every single visual element, every color, every font, every bit of spacing, and using it all as part of a deliberate strategy to hit your business goals. Which brings me to a really important point. We have to stop thinking of professional web design as just another expense on a spreadsheet. It's not. It's a strategic investment, and it's an investment with a very clear, very measurable return.
Let's just look at the table here and connect the dots. A specific design feature leads to a real business outcome. For example, making your site responsive so it looks great on a phone, that directly leads to higher conversions. Making your site load faster, you get better user engagement.
Creating navigation that's super easy to use, that actually improves your SEO performance. See, every single one of these design choices is an investment that pays off on the bottom line.
So when you boil it all down, you're left with one big question. Your website is out there working for you 24/7. So, is it your best salesperson? Is it building trust and expertly guiding customers toward a sale? Or is it a liability, a bouncer at the door, turning away good customers before they even get a chance to see what you're about? That choice, believe it or not, is made with your design.